Dear Dharma Masters and Lotus friends, Namo Amitabha. This is for Xin. I would like to share with you Master Zhisui's Dharma teachings on embracing simplicity, rejoicing in Amitabha-recitation, along with my personal reflections. Everything in this world is constantly changing, rising and falling, appearing and disappearing, all subject to impermanence. No feast lasts forever. Every sun must set. Our joys and sorrows are like foam on the waves, destined to dissolve with the tide. Yet human nature is restless. We crave novelty, chase after mysteries, and pursue illusions of countless shapes and colors. We cling to what we like and turn away from what we dislike. Each of us spends our fleeting days caught between gain and loss, joy and sorrow. The rise and fall of external conditions tug at our emotions, and our hearts are tossed about accordingly. By observing the world with a still mind, we see that after the waves subside, the sea returns to calm. After the storms have passed, the earth grows quiet, and after emotional turmoils fade, the human heart, too, finds tranquility. Having weathered life's tempests and tasted his many flavors, sweet, sour, bitter, and spicy, we come to realize that the truest contentment lies in simplicity. No longer swept alone by life's forever changing fortunes, we learn to live simply, to recite Amitabha's name in our daily lives, and to pass gently through this dreamlike world, moving naturally toward the Pure Land, at peace in both life and death. Yet the impermanence of the world, with all its vibrant allure, so easily stirs our hearts and leads us astray. Those who find peace in a simple life, who quietly recite Amitabha's name, being embraced by his light, are like Pundarika, the rarest white lotuses. It matters little if such a person is utterly destitute or unlettered. Within them lies a wish-fulfilling jewel beyond all comparison. Namo Amitabha. One aspect of this teaching that resonates deeply with me is how attachment quietly takes root in our everyday lives. We are all different when it comes to what we find difficult to let go of. Some hold tightly to past accomplishments, reliving their glory days and reluctant to let them fade. Some dwell on old hurts and disappointments, unable to move beyond them. Others are constantly striving for more possessions or financial security, calculating what more can be gained. Although the forms vary, attachment touches each of our lives in one way or another. For me, a recent home renovation revealed an attachment I did not fully recognize until I was faced with letting things go. Recently, a family began a renovation of a house we have lived in for nearly 30 years. With the help of family members, I took the opportunity to sort through decades of accumulated belongings. As I open boxes, closets, and drawers, I come across children's stuffed animals, books, keepsakes, and even clothes that I had completely forgotten I owned. I knew that clearing out these items would benefit everyone and make the renovation process easier. One might think it should be a simple task. For some people, perhaps it is. But for me, I found myself pausing over many things, not because I still needed them, but because of the memories attached to them. Each item seemed to tell a story of a different chapter of life. This experience made me realize how easily attachment forms, even to things that have long outlived their usefulness. As I reflected on this teaching, I saw the truth of impermanence more clearly. The children have grown, circumstances have changed, and many of these possessions had long ago fulfilled their purpose. Yet the mind still wants to hold on. In many ways, we do the same with our joys and sorrows, our successes and disappointments. We cling to what is pleasant and resist what is unpleasant, allowing the ever changing conditions of life to disturb our peace. The teaching reminds us that after the waves of emotion subside, the heart can return to stillness. Just as storms eventually pass and the sea becomes calm again, our agitation also settles when we learn to let go. Having experienced life's many flavors, we gradually discover that true contentment does not come from accumulating more, but from needing less. The process of letting go during this renovation felt like a small spiritual practice. It reminded me that if we can live more simply, keeping only what is truly necessary, we create more space for peace within ourselves, with others, and with the environment. When we loosen our attachment to possessions and expectations, the heart feels lighter and freer. Like the white lotus described in the teaching, we do not need to accumulate much to live a deeply fulfilling life. Regardless of wealth, status, or education, the inner treasure of an unburdened heart is far more precious than any worldly success. By living simply in harmony with impermanence and recite Amitabha's name single-mindedly, we can move through this dreamlike world with greater peace, trusting in Amitabha's embrace and finding contentment in both life and death. 南无阿弥陀佛。